What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video on the Portland Trail Blazers. This team is a team that's getting a lot of hype and a lot of excitement after going against the Golden State Warriors, giving them competition in the first two games, trading for Yusuf Nurkic, who has been a tremendous fit. They were able to go on that big run. They've been on runs the last 2 years to help make the playoff cut. But they in that situation where they're part mediocre, which means they're good enough to make the playoffs, but they're not good enough to win a championship. And since it's either you're going to get a lottery pick or you're going to make the playoffs. And Portland has been good enough to get in the playoffs, but that's a bad thing because they haven't been able to get a top 10 lottery pick. And obviously they got CJ, Damian, and Yusuf, but having an extra lottery pick every couple years is actually a good thing, but they haven't been able to get one because they've been able to make the playoffs. And of course, you want to compete and try your best to win a championship. You never know what's going to happen, a trade, a injury, somebody gets into it with a coach like Rondo, and next thing you know, even they played against the Clippers, they was able to beat them because Blake Griffin and Chris Paul got injured. So you got to keep that in mind. But this team is hovering around a team that can make the playoffs, a decent team, not a great team, not a contender, but a team that can really play. And they have a very good offense. They spread out the floor. They got stretch fives, stretch fours. They have athleticism. They have length with Harkless and Noah Vonleh, Alfredo Camino. They have a lot of talent on this roster. They paid everybody that they could. They're going to have to pay Yusuf Nurkic in the future because he's only, I think this is the last year he's on his rookie deal, and then he's going to go from $2 million to like $20 million. So that's going to be like, we only got three players, which is CJ and Damian Yusuf. Is this three player nucleus enough to win a championship? And it's going to be harder to add that fourth piece unless they can package some of the players that they overpaid to sign a couple years ago. That's what they did with Allen Crabbe. They was able to overpay him and was able to trade him to Brooklyn. And then you gotta worry about Harkless. You gotta worry about Alfred Camino, who they just paid $7 million. They pay Harkless $10 million, and they pay Myers Leonard $9 million. They're not really as deep. They got Evan Turner coming off that bench. He can play small forward. He can play shooting guard. He can play a little point. He's a good handler. He's a good finisher. And he's a guy that can add some playmaking if necessary. You have Shabazz Napier, who's a guy that's either you're going to pay the minimum or a guy you're just going to let cut because he's just a solid backup point guard, nothing special, nothing crazy. Harkless and Al Farouk, I'm not the biggest fan of them because this team really do need a wing player, and Harkless and Al Farouk Amino, they're young and they have potential and they showed improvement, but when they got those players, they expected them to be better, and we all have because the more minutes and stuff you play, the better you should be. And Al Farouk sometimes plays that stretch four, and Myers Leonard sometimes play that stretch five, or sometimes they just start and go with Noah Vonleh, who's been a bust too. They took a gamble up on him to see would it pay off. Obviously, they still got a little bit to go, but his rookie contract is almost up too. So it's either you're gonna let him go or you're gonna pay him or try to find out a way to work out an even deal for both sides, because Noah Vonleh has really been a bust. And once they figure out what they're gonna do with that power forward position, once they figured out who's the best for the three position or upgrade the three position in general, which they should do, then they're going to be stuck in mediocrity because Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, and Yusuf Nurkic only can get you so far before you have to pay all of them, and then you have to put a team together to win a championship. And they haven't been able to do that right now. They on the right pace. I mean, they're on the right path. They doing the right pace because Damian's still 27. CJ still in his mid-20s. Yusuf is in his early 20s. So they got a little bit of time, but they got to figure it out unless they're going to be stuck in mediocrity, which is not getting a top 10 pick and just making a playoff just to get eliminated in the first or second round. And either they're going to finally get that piece in the future or get it this year, or they're just going to have to hold this team together as long as they can until they can find that piece. And if they don't, they're gonna have to blow it up, just like the Clippers did. They had the three players, and they thought they'd be a contender. They thought they'd be good, and next thing you know, the Clippers blew it up this year with losing Chris Paul, and DeAndre Jordan is a free agent next year. So we'll see what he's gonna do. So I like what the Portland Trailblazers has done. I like that they have been able to retain a lot of their players and package them together to get certain players or to be competitive enough until you can find that missing piece. And you got to give him credit. But the thing about it is, Yusuf Nurkic coming off that fractured leg. He played a little bit in the playoffs. He's an excellent rebounder. He has a high motor. He can post up. He can kick out the shooters. He can pick and roll and dunk the basketball, float the basketball, or even shoot the basketball. He's a decent free throw shooter for a big man. CJ has showed strides and great improvement. He came off having 2 big injury seasons to a player that became the most improved player and a player that showed his efficiency rise to a high degree in Portland last year, shooting high percentage from the field and from three, using his ball handling skills to get to where he wants on the court, having the confidence to take difficult and make difficult shots, and being able to play make. Even when Damian Lillard is out games, he's still able to carry the team to win. So I like CJ McCollum. He's a top 5 shooting guard in the league, unless you think Bradley Beal is better. But I feel like CJ McCollum has proved a lot more, and actually he made the playoffs too inside in the West. So I think it's damn near even or close, but they similar to me too. So I like the roster. I like what they're doing. They just got to make one more big move, whether it's this year or next year, unless they're going to be stuck in mediocrity. So let me know what you guys think about the Portland Trailblazers. I have them winning around 43, 45, 47 games, getting that 5th, 6th, or 7th or 8th seed, which should be good enough for them, but it's going to be hard to do it because the West took players from the East and they have gotten better, and that's going to put pressure on the Portland Trailblazers to win. Like I said, the last 2 years they have struggled, but they have done enough at the other half, at the end of half of the season, to accumulate enough wins to barely make the playoffs, and they're going to probably have to go through this year because the teams know what they're going to do. The teams are planning for them, and they know what to expect from this team. Only thing that's different is they got to adjust to how Yusuf Nurkic play and how he impacts this team. And after that, it's going to be hard for this team to continue to win. They might get off to a rough start. They might still make the playoffs. I think they will. But they have to figure this out soon, unless they're going to be stuck and blowing it up in the future. So let me know what you guys think. Is they going to make the playoffs? Is they a 5th seed? Is they a 6th seed? Is they a 7th seed? Is they good? Is they great? Is I'm sleeping on them? Or is they overrated? What do you guys think? Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. It'll be in the description in the comment section below. Also, check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. It'll be in the description in the comment section below. All you gotta do is click the link. It'll send you to my Facebook page, and all I'm asking you to do is hit the like button and show support. That's all I'm asking. It's free. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Quinn Wade, Basketball Analysis signing out. I'm gone.